Yo, it was good, OTS TV. And I wanted to touch on the Gucci Mane and Keyshia K'R situation because it really reminded me of an old saying where they say the tongue has the power of life and death. And the way she was talking, like it had me scratching my head. Real talk.
After each word. And I'm like, you're going through an episode. You're sick. No, I'm not. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why do you think that? You're not speaking to me. Well, there's nothing to talk about. I said, well, that's not how you speak to your wife. And I'm like, you're sick. And we snap out of it right then.
Wow.
So I said, Gucci, you just have to accept that you're not well and fix it. Just accept it. I said, people take Tylenol every day. Just take your medication every day. You'll be fine.
Like one thing you never allow a person to do is to tell you that you're something that you're not. Because if you constantly repeat something and you reinforce it in that person's mind over and over, at some point they're going to start to believe the lies. And there's a couple things that really didn't sit right with me, where it seems like she wasn't speaking life into him. More so, she was constantly reinforcing that spirit of mental illness over him. And that's spiritual warfare, psychological abuse, manipulation, and gaslighting.
What made you not run? Because you could have ran. You could have been like, I'm out. Nah, this ain't for me. But you stood 10 toes down and said, I'm going.
I experienced him going through episodes before we were married.
And you know what I found interesting was her choice of words. Regarding these episodes, what was the catalyst? Everyone knew that Gucci was addicted to lean. So these quote unquote episodes that he was experiencing, we can't consider it classic schizophrenia. It was more likely a temporary substance induced psychosis, maybe a chemical imbalance, but you can't say that he's mentally sick if it's being induced by the drugs. And when he's not on lean, when have we ever heard Gucci flipping out?
We were supposed to get married. Someone said to me, you know, you're going to have to deal with this through your marriage, right? And I'm like, I'm cool with it. I'm going to fix him.
And that statement right there is what had the internet up in arms. Like, what she mean by that? I'm going to fix him. And from there, a lot of people started looking at it from a spiritual standpoint. You know, that's where the talks of witchcraft, root work, magic, like whatever you want to call it. Like, yo, she did something to this guy. And they even saying that she's Gucci handler.
That is not his wife. That is his handler. That is somebody that has him in a compromised position. So that way he has to be 1,000% reliant on her. When she said that Gucci needs me and Gucci will always need me, it was way, way, way deeper than her talking about some domestic labor, talking about how she's moving money. No, you cannot tell me that in between that time from him getting released from prison and them getting back together, something wasn't done on him to be in a compromised position where she can now control him. That is what is happening.
And his wife is definitely his handler. You got to listen to wordplay. She said, I control his social media. I control the money. I control everything.
I have a system. Personally, I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram. You're not going on Twitter. It's deleted. You know, and I just control everything at home. And now before the episodes come, I catch it.
A strong woman will definitely have an effect on a man changing. But Gucci, he not even speaking like Gucci. She talking over him. Gucci not even speaking for herself. Gucci is a wild boy. When y'all know Gucci to be like that, and it don't matter. Yo, this is what, it don't matter. I've seen somebody say that Keyshia K'R put a love spell on Gucci. She did something to Gucci. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Gucci is being controlled right now. Look at when they was talking about the episode that happened on September 13th. You all know. Gucci said he don't even remember what happened. This woman says she can snap her fingers and Gucci will come back to normal. What type of shit is that? Or you heard the situation when she said Gucci will be quiet and she'll ask him, why you not talking? He'll tell you, because I ain't got nothing to talk about. And she'll say, that's not how you talk to your wife. I know something is wrong now. What kind of shit is that? This lady said she called his attorneys, called bodyguards, and she planned a kidnap. What type of shit is that? But see, the shit gonna come out because, like I said in the beginning, Gucci is about to be the next Wendy Williams. Gucci is about to be the next Britney Spears. You heard it here first. I'm telling you, because this man is not the same person that he was.
Whether you like to believe it or not, bruh, there's different realms of reality. There's the world we see, this 3D realm, and there's the invisible realm that governs what we cannot see. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Ephesians 6:12. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of this world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. 2 Corinthians 10:4. And that's the real war. The war for our hearts, our mind, and our soul. This physical is just a stage, but the battle itself is spiritual. And that's why I tell a lot of people, man, you got to stay prayed up because we all living in dark times. Shit different.